Good evening, every pony. You're listening to FanFiction Fridays on Australia On Air Live with your host, Golden Microphone. Yours truly. I'm afraid every pony is going to have to excuse me for tonight, as I seem to have developed a rather nasty and very sore throat. Regardless, though, the show must go on, and it shall. Excuse me. As it is, tonight we shall have a guest host who will be helping me out later on, especially with fanfiction reading and with the competition that is on tonight. Yes, that's right. Tonight is the competition. The one that I've been raving about all week, where you, the listener, get to write out a fanfiction in 5 minutes. Yep. We test your prowess in fanfiction writing tonight, live on the radio. And those of you who make the best fanfiction according to tonight's listeners receives a prize of a My Little Pony collector's tin, courtesy of Mr. Munchies, of course. It's a fantastic little tin, actually. You've probably seen the photo. It's fairly large, actually. And it contains, inside of it, 10 packets of Mr. Munchie's delicious biscuits. Or golden cookies, as they'd like to call them. Oh boy. Most of tonight will be spoken by my guest host, Koroshi-Ya, who will be in very soon. In keeping with our current tradition... Oh dear, everything's going the wrong way. Dear. Pardon me whilst I go to my chair. There we are. That's much better. Now that I'm in my chair, I'm a little more comfortable. We can go right ahead and start off our program. Tonight, beginning with My Little Avenger, Chapter 6, which I will be putting into the chat in just a moment. And for you at home, watching on YouTube later, it'll be in the description. There we go then. Alright then. Now, this is Chapter 6 of My Little Avengers. You'll have to excuse me tonight as, again, sore throat. I may stop, I may start, I may enter a coughing fit. You can probably hear it in my voice right now, actually. Not exactly the best of starts. Kind of like that. Okay. I don't know if I'll even be able to do this. Right, let's give this a shot. My Little Avenger, Chapter 6. Celestia moaned fitfully, her hoofs kicking feebly. Luna knelt at her side, her horn glowing as she tried to ascertain the damage. Celestia's formidable magic was being eaten away by the cruel spell Trixie had attacked her with. Luna's sister was dying from the inside out, her soul eaten away by malevolent magic. Thor turned to Luna, her face grim. "Tend to your sister. I will fell this beast." He opened his wings to take off. "Thor! You cannot defeat him alone," Luna cried, turning to follow him. "Let me help. I am an alicorn too. You needn't fear for me." "You are not at the height of your power," Thor replied. His hooves left the ground with a powerful beat of his wings. "And your sister needs your help more than I do. Stay here." Before Luna could protest, Thor had rocketed towards the towering dragon. "Fin Fang Foom!" Thor bellowed. The dragon turned its attention from the crowd of ponies it was terrorizing. "Face me!" There was the telepathic equivalent of a chuckle as Foom laughed. "Ah, the false god challenges the first son of flame. What do you hope to accomplish, pretender? Do you intend to smite me with the stolen power of a warrior long dead?" He lazily swung a clawed hand at the charging Thor, knocking him into a wall. "Do you think your borrowed might can stand against one who strode across the surface of Equestria long before the first Asgardian, Odin the All-Father first came into existence? Thor extracted himself from the rubble, growling at the dragon. Your talk of age and strength frightens me not, monster. I am the son of Odin, Lord of Thunder. You are nothing! Bellowed the voice in Thor's head, loud enough to make him wince. I can see within your mind, false god. You are nothing but a peasant, a farm pony with delusions of heroism and godhood. The dragon's mouth opened wide and breathed a streak of flame at Thor. Thor raised Mjolnir, the enchanted hammer protecting him, drinking in the dragon's flame. Hail me, pretender of Asgard! You will not survive this day! The stream of flame stopped, and Thor glared up at the dragon, Mjolnir glowing red-hot in his hoof. Then let us enter Valhalla together, monster! Thor swept his hammer forward, the cords binding it to his hoof loosening in response to his mental command. With a roar, Thor flung the hammer, still glowing from the power it drank in from the flames, at the brow of Fin-Fang Foom. The hammer struck between the mighty lizard's eyes with a sound like the crash of thunder. The power of Foom's own fire was loosed upon him, a massive explosion of flame staggering the beast backwards into the front wall of the hall. There was a great shattering of rock, and Thor had little time to pray that the partygoers had not been beneath it, as he caught the returning Mjolnir and chased Foom into the castle courtyard. The hammer retied itself to his hoof quickly, as if sensing his urgency. Foom righted himself as Thor approached. You are strong, false god, but still you use the strength of others. He lunged at Thor, mighty jaws snapping at him. Thor rolled out of the way, only to be struck by the beast's claws again, driving him into the ground. A crater formed as Thor hit the earth, with Foom's mighty paw landing atop him. The claws bit into his armor, tearing it away. You are nothing, pretender. You are weak. Foom seized the fallen god and flung him back towards the castle, where he impacted with a meaty thud. Thor collapsed to the ground, panting heavily. The massive dragon flapped its wings, flying slowly towards him. Its voice grew louder in his head, pounding against his mind like a hammer. Surrender now, false god. Give Mjolnir to me, and you may live. The citizens of Canterlot may live. Surrender the identity of Thor, and become Macintosh Apple once again. Foom's enormous red eyes burned into Thor's mind like cinders. It is not a burden you ask to bear. It is not a burden you wish to carry. It is not your fight. Surrender, and you can return peacefully to your farm. Thor wanted to ignore the beast, but Big Mac paused. He couldn't help it. The offer was tempting. He didn't want to be Thor. Mjolnir and its power terrified him. He just wanted to be Big Mac, the friendly, simple pony from Sweet Apple Acres. He wanted to trade jibes with his sister Applejack and see his other sister Apple Bloom earn her cutie mark. He wanted to watch after Granny Smith and go to Pinkie Pie's parties. He just wanted to go home. Don't listen to him! Big Mac's head whipped to the side to see Pinkie Pie standing atop a piece of rubble looking distraught. Don't forget why you started fighting! You have to protect Mjolnir! You have to protect every pony from Loki and meanies like him! You have to get up, Thor! Thor remembered the face of Rainbow Dash, excited to meet her hero. He remembered Celestia greeting him warmly, as an equal, overjoyed to meet another of her kind. He remembered how he protected Twilight from the deadly green spell. And he remembered his conversation with Pinkie a little over a week ago. What would happen if Loki got Mjolnir? I don't know, but it won't be good. His idea of a prank is ponies getting hurt and fighting and even dying. That kind of pony shouldn't have that kind of power. Thor stood. You shall not tempt me, monster. He turned to Pinkie. Thank you, my friend, for reminding me why I am here. Now flee, quickly! Pinkie smiled cheerfully at him and vanished behind the rock she stood on. Thor returned his attention to Fin Fang Foom. I reject your offer, first son of flame. I may have been born under another name, but here and now, I am Thor Odinson. I am the Lord of the Skies and King of Storms, God of Thunder and Lightning. He rose into the air, the skies above crowding with dark, thundering storm clouds. You shall not cow the son of Odin! The winds twisted around Foom, whipping themselves into a mighty hurricane at the behest of their master. Foom roared from within the funnel of wind, his mighty wings beating powerfully as he broke through the wall of air. So be it, pretender, bellowed the monster. If you wish to be an Asgardian, you can follow them into Helheim. Thor charged the beast, swinging Mjolnir in a mighty arc. He caught the beast on the side of the head, but the monster's neck was fast as a snake, and its teeth clenched around Thor's right hind leg. Fin Fang Foom whipped his head around like a cat, playing with its food, cracking Thor's leg before flinging him away. Thor hit the ground with a heavy thud, and felt a massive weight upon his chest as Foom landed on him, pinning him down. You are a fool, Macintosh Apple. You should have accepted my offer. The mental growl resonated in Thor's head painfully as Foom's head lowered, its mouth opened wide. Thor could see a flame building in the back of Foom's throat, and with his hooves pinned, he could not raise Mjolnir in defense. Once you are dead, I will burn away all you cared about as punishment for your idiocy. I believe I will start with your home, Sweet Apple Acres. Your sisters will be the first to burn. No. The flame came surging up Foom's throat. No. It cannot end like this. He could see the fireball forming in Foom's mouth. Not Applejack. Not Apple Bloom. Not my family. Please. The fireball was passing by Foom's teeth on a collision course with Thor's unprotected body. Please, Celestia, Odin, any pony. Please save my family. Please, Thor, save them. Big Mac gave himself over to Thor and felt a hot rage like nothing he'd ever experienced flood his body. It burned in his chest, filled his hooves with strength, and caused his vision to turn red. A mighty roar ripped from his lungs, the words forming on their own accord into a mighty battle cry. I say thee nay! A mighty lightning bolt, shaped like an alicorn, ripped itself from the ground, blasting Foom off his feet. The fireball went wild, shooting off into the night sky. The thunderbolt resolved back into Thor, but it was not the same Thor. His armor had returned. His cape, ripped and stained from battle, was restored. His eyes burned with a golden radiance, and his mane was a floating, writhing mess of living thunder. Foom righted himself and leapt at the glowing alicorn, but Thor knocked the beast aside with a lazy swing of Mjolnir. You should have left my family alone, Foom. The thunderer's voice echoed across all Canterlot. You should not have threatened them. Now you will witness the true strength of Thor, God of Storms. You do not frighten me, pretender god. Fin Fang Foom hissed. He leapt into the air for Thor again. Then thou art a fool. Thor didn't actually cough, that was just me. Thor rumbled, raising his hammer. Now fall, beast! Mjolnir laid a mighty blow across Foom's skull, but Foom recovered and continued to fly, attempting to bite Thor in half. "In the name of Asgard, fall!" Mjolnir struck, again, with a ringing sound like steel striking steel. "In the name of Princess Celestia, fall!" Again Mjolnir struck, and a crack appeared in the armor-like hide of Fin-Fang Foom. "In the name of Odin the All-Father, I command thee, fall!" A final blow, and the first dragon's armored scales finally gave way, cracking apart as the hammer crushed the skull of the mighty beast. The corpse of Fin-Fang Foom crashed to the ground, and immediately shattered like pottery. Silence reigned. Thor breathed. His mane returned to normal. He floated gently to the ground. All was still. Then Luna's voice rang out. "Thor! Something is happening with my sister!" Thor spun about, quickly flying back into the castle. As he cleared the mountain of rubble, he caught sight of a brilliant white glow from the stairs. Celestia floated within a nimbus of power, light streaming forth from her. At first, Thor thought she had recovered, but a second glance told him otherwise. Her mane had returned to its rainbow coloration, but rather than flow gently, it thrashed wildly, like a nest of angry snakes. Her eyes glowed with unfathomable power, and light spilled forth from her horn like a waterfall of magic. The aura of power was so bright it hurt Thor's eyes, but he could just barely make out the dark shape of Princess Luna standing beside her, frantically trying to shield herself from the out-of-control magic. The princess let out a scream as the light intensified even further, making Thor feel as though he was staring into the heart of the sun itself. He raised his hoof to shield his eyes, putting Mjolnir between himself and the princess. That was what protected him. Another scream tore from the princess's throat, and light exploded outward from her, a wave of magic expanding outward through the ruined castle, through the streets of Canterlot, encompassing the city and all the land for miles around. Everywhere the light touched, things changed. Even from where Thor stood, he could see the changes as the light faded. Some of the trees in the courtyard, those that hadn't been ruined, had changed into strange shapes. Some were moving of their own accord, but it wasn't just the plants. The ponies had been changed too. Not all of them, just a few. Over there, an earth pony found his coat transformed to an orange hide of rock. Over there, a unicorn was rapidly freezing the ground around him, and looking frantic as he tried to figure out how to make it stop. And there, a Pegasus with light spilling from her wings as she glanced at them nervously. Just what had Celestia done? "Sister!" Luna's cry refocused his attention on the princesses. The strange mutations of the other ponies could wait until he was certain their monarch had survived. He flew as swiftly as his aching wings could carry him, landing beside Luna. "Is she harmed?" Thor asked as he came closer. Luna gestured to the floor before her. "See for thyself," she said quietly. Thor looked. On the landing of the stairs was a pure white filly with a pink mane and a sun for a cutie mark. She was slightly larger than a normal filly, and she sported both a horn and a pair of wings. Her eyes opened slowly, and she gave Thor a weak smile. "Hey there, handsome," she croaked. "How do I look?" "Apprentice," Loki greeted as Trixie teleported into the clearing. He smiled at the comely filly as she approached. "Your mission you met with success?" "The great and powerful Trixie could do no less, my master," Trixie said confidently. "Foom fell, I fear, but otherwise all went as you planned." Loki took the news of Foom's death very casually. "Ah, well, he was a useful pawn, but this late in the game one less piece on the chessboard hardly matters." He did not miss Trixie's brief grimace at that statement, before she mastered her face and concealed it again. Good. Let her worry. Let her continue to be useful to me. What is important is the singularity. It went off as planned? Yes, Lord Loki. Trixie grinned maliciously. The stupid mare practically gift-wrapped herself for me. She's grown complacent, I think. She didn't acknowledge a mere unicorn as a threat. She sniffed contemptuously. As if any pony, even a goddess, could stand against Trixie, the soul... Against Trixie. The soul seal hit her point blank. The singularity initiated shortly after Foom's defeat. A shame. I had hoped it would happen in time for new heroes to aid Thor. Ah well, that is why we plan, to catch us when our hopes fail. He smiled down at his apprentice. Now that the princess know us to be a threat, a team will be organized to stand against us. And no doubt, Thor will lead them. Loki threw his head back and roared to the skies. Hear me, Thor! Lead your armies to me. I shall crush them all, for I am Loki, the true heir of Asgard. I shall dash you all upon the rocks, and pry Mjolnir from your cold, dying hooves. This I swear, Thor, this I swear! Thor waited quietly outside the infirmary for Princess Luna. Luckily, most of the damage of the castle had been restricted to the front hall and courtyard. This section of the castle was largely intact. Luna finally emerged from the infirmary, looking tired. Thor looked up. How is she? Luna sighed deeply. She's fine, more or less. The spell Trixie hit her with was designed to kill normal ponies, not alicorns. Her body responded to the attack by producing more magic, overwhelming it with a burst of power. Problem is, it overcompensated, resulting in the explosion we saw. And her, condition? Thor asked, not sure what you're supposed to call it when your monarch suddenly became a filly. She burned out most of her magic with that burst. She'll recover in time. Essentially, it's the same thing that happened to me after I was saved by the elements of harmony. But it will take a long time. Months, at least. Luna looked away. Celestia said that until she's recovered that I will rule Equestria. Thor started. Why? Surely, even weakened, Celestia is still herself. Can she not still make the decisions of rulership? Well, how would you feel taking orders from a filly, one without the power to enforce her rule? Luna pointed out. No pony would follow her in this state. I'm not terribly popular in Equestria, but at least ponies would take me seriously. Thor thought about this for a moment. I understand, he said finally. Whatever support I can lend, you will have it. I give you my word. Luna smiled at the larger alicorn. I'm glad to hear you say that, because I have something I need you to do. Follow me. She led the way down the hall, Thor following her silently. Here, look at these files, Luna said, spreading out a spread of papers on the desk between her and Thor. They were in her sister's office, though the golden sun plaque on the desk had already been replaced with a silver one depicting the moon. Somebody clearly was working quickly to try and make the princess comfortable in their new role. Thor looked down at the reports that Luna was trying to show him and felt a slight tingle of anxiety. Thor only knew how to read Asgardian runes, and while Big Mac needed to know how to read for running the farm, he was a slow and deliberate reader. Looking at the tiny, cramped writing on the reports, Thor knew it would take him hours to glean any information from them. Luna picked up on his anxiety, or maybe she simply grew tired of waiting, because she continued. My sister's explosion had more effects than simply robbing her of her strength. You likely noticed, many of the ponies who were exposed have begun to develop abilities that are frankly extraordinary. Each of these reports details a different pony who has undergone a magical mutation due to exposure. It would appear exposure has about a 30% chance of causing mutation, possibly higher. Some mutations are quite subtle. It's possible that many mutated ponies are slipping our notice because their gifts are extremely subtle. She gestured at the stacks of reports. We have reports of over 300 mutated ponies here. And that's only in Canterlot. Celestia's explosion also reached several nearby towns, including Ponyville and Manhattan. Reports are still coming in from those cities. Thor looked down at the papers in surprise. So many. What do you intend to do? Luna sighed. What can I do? I cannot remove their gifts. I cannot forbid their use. The only thing I can do is to make use of it. She looked up at Thor. That is where you come in. Thor gave Luna a puzzled look. What would you have me do? Luna licked her lips nervously. We were attacked today, not by Loki, but by his subordinates, and they almost destroyed us. If nothing else, tonight's attack has shown us that we are not prepared to fight with Loki. She tapped the reports with the hoof. I intend to use these gifted ponies to fix that. I intend to search these mutants, I suppose, for the most gifted, the most courageous, the most loyal. I will organize them into a team to fight against Loki and protect Equestria from all extra-normal threats. Thor was beginning to understand. And you wish me to join this team? No, Luna replied, surprising Thor. I don't just want you to join. I want you to lead the team. Big Mac blinked. Me? Lead? He asked, momentarily stunned. Thor had no problems with such responsibilities. Had he not commanded the armies of Asgard against its many foes? But Big Mac was hesitant. Why me? Surely there is some pony else. No, there is not, Luna said heavily. Thor, there has not been a serious conflict in all Equestria since my altercation with my sister 1,000 years ago. No pony alive today has any knowledge of battle save for my sister and myself. And you. She looked Big Mac in the eye. My sister cannot fight in her current state. I must keep Equestria together, keep the country running. You are the only other pony in all Equestria who can fight, and train others to do so. They will listen to you. Being an Alicorn will grant you all the respect you need. Please, Thor, this team will need you. Lead them. Protect Equestria. Big Mac was silent for a time. I will need to consider. He left before Luna could respond. I can't lead the team, Pinkie. As Thor, Big Mac had managed to secure a private chamber for himself. Almost immediately, Pinkie had appeared from under his bed, claiming her Pinkie sense had alerted her that some pony needed to talk to me real bad. Why not, Backpack? Pinkie said from her comfy spot on the bed. She munched on candy from a bowl that she had pulled from her mane. Big Mac didn't bother questioning it. It sounds like it'd be super duper fun. It'd be like something out of one of Spike's comics books. Ooh, you could come up with some cool code names and matching outfits, communicators, and a super fast private jet and... Pinkie. Big Mac laid a gentle hoof on his friend's shoulders, and she stopped. If I led the team, I'd have to stay here, in Canterlot. What am I going to tell my family? Y'all know I can't lie to Applejack, and I doubt even you could come up with a convincing excuse for me to stay in Canterlot for weeks, months, forever. I don't even know. He began pacing the small room anxiously. Besides, I can't just abandon them like that. They need me on the farm. Granny's too old, and Apple Bloom's too young, and Applejack can't do it all alone. Can't you just hire some help? Pinkie asked curiously. I mean, that's what the cakes do whenever I throw a super-duper extra huge party and I need a lot of pastries and cakes and stuff all at once. Ditsy Doo's a really good baker, actually. She makes the best muffins ever. I guess. I know Carrot Top and her family are always willing to help out, Big Mac mused. But what am I going to tell Applejack? She's not just going to let me walk out on her. Now I owe it to her to tell her something. He scuffed a hoof on the carpet. I'm not even sure I should at all. I can't just walk out on my responsibility like that. He glared at where Mjolnir lay on the nearby table. That stick had caused him so much trouble. Pinkie looked to be deep in thought. I don't know. I'm not too good at all this heavy thinking, you know. Normally when there's a problem, I just sort it out with a party. But I don't think even a party would stop a meanie like Loki. She looked frustrated for a minute. But I think you have another bigger responsibility. To protect every pony. I mean, there has to be a reason Mjolnir chose you, right? I think it's because it knew you'd never give up on it. Big Mac mused on Pinkie's words for several minutes, not looking at her. Maybe you're right, Pinkie. You're pretty smart for such a crazy pony, y'all know that? Pinkie giggled. And Applejack, tell her the truth, Pinkie suggested. I mean, she kind of deserves it, don't you think? I mean, I know you wanted to keep it a secret, but now you don't have to tell any pony else, and Applejack trusts you. If you keep hiding Thor from her, then eventually she'll find out on her own. And then you'll lose her trust. And losing a friend's trust is the fastest way to lose a friend forever. Big Mac chanted with her, turning to smile at her. And that goes double for family, Pinkie added firmly. The girls and I aren't leaving until tomorrow morning because Twilight wanted to make sure the princess was okay. You can go talk to Applejack right now. Yeah, you're probably right. Pinkie? Thanks. Big Mac took a deep breath. You don't think she'd be mad, do you? For not telling her sooner? Or for leaving her to tend the farm alone? Pinkie leapt off the bed and gave her large friend a big, comforting hug. I know she'll understand. Applejack? Can I talk to you? Applejack turned from the conversation she was having with Fluttershy to see her older brother in the doorway of the room she was sharing with her friends. Big Macintosh? What in tarnation are you all doing here? Who's watching the farm? Applejack was shocked her brother would abandon his responsibilities like that. Whatever it was, it must be really important. I asked Carrot Top to keep an eye on it. We really need to talk, AJ. Big Mac didn't look particularly upset, just determined. And very serious. It was a sharp contrast to the laid-back attitude Applejack was used to. All right, Mac. I'll be right back, Fluttershy, all right? Fluttershy smiled and assured her she didn't mind. Applejack got up to follow her brother from the room. Big Macintosh led her down a long hallway into what appeared to be another bedroom. Much to Applejack's surprise, Pinkie was laying on the bed, munching on candy. Hi, AJ! She waved a sticky hoof at her cowpony friend. Pinkie? What in tarnation? Her eyes narrowed as she looked first at Mac, then at Pinkie, conclusions forming in her mind. She'd suspected for some time, but... Mac looked nervous as he spoke. Now, before you say anything, sis, I just want to say I'm sorry I didn't tell you about any of this before. But I think you need to know. He took a deep breath. You see, hold it right there. Applejack interrupted, unable to stop herself. Now, I know I shouldn't be telling you who you can and can't date. Hey, you're 5 years older than me. But I don't think you and Pinkie are right for each other. Y'all are just going to end up hurt. Big Mac blinked at her, flabbergasted. Pinkie's eyes grew to the size of dinner plates, and she stuffed both hooves in her mouth to keep from laughing. What? Applejack demanded finally, after several moments of awkward silence. Y'all thought Pinkie and I were dating? Big Mac finally said, astonished. Pinkie finally lost it and burst out in hysterical giggles, flopping onto her back and laughing uncontrollably. It was Applejack's turn to be surprised. You mean you're not? She asked. The way the two of you have been thick as thieves this past week, always hanging out together all the time. AJ, Pink is my first real friend since I went to school, Big Mac said, smiling slightly. Pinkie was getting her giggles back under control and righted herself. It only makes sense that I'd spend some time with her. Besides, Pink has been helping me with some, issues recently. The stuff I asked you here to talk about, in fact. But we ain't dating. Pinkie was still giggling a bit, but she was able to speak now. If we were dating, I wouldn't keep it secret, silly. I'd throw a big party to celebrate. But Mac-a-Lack-a-Pack isn't really my type. Though he is really big and strong and awesome and has a really fun name to say. I prefer fillies anyway. Applejack stared at her pink friend. You do? Sure, didn't you know? Wrong person. Sorry, wrong pony. Sure, didn't you know? Big Mac said casually, causing Applejack to boggle further. Anyway, as amusing as this is, I still need to talk to you. It's important. I'm not sure how many more revelations I can take. Applejack sat on the bed next to Pinkie, her face burning red with embarrassment. Pinkie gave her a hug and offered her some candy, which Applejack waved away. But I guess if it's that important, y'all had best get on with it. I've had a real crazy day, and I'd like to get it over with. Believe me, I know the feeling, Big Mac replied with a nervous chuckle. That got Applejack's attention. Her brother was never nervous. All right. How should I say this? Y'all know about Thor, right? Applejack blinked, surprised at where the conversation was going. Well, sure. Everybody does. I'm not a big supporter like you or Dash, but he's a good stallion. Saved our flanks big time today, that's for sure. Yeah, I know. Big Mac took a deep breath and walked over to a table, where what looked like a really old, poorly carved walking stick lay. You see, there's something you ought to know about Thor. He looked over at Pinkie, who smiled and nodded her head encouragingly. He picked up the stick and turned to Applejack, holding it in his hooves. But first, y'all gotta promise to try and stay calm and never tell any pony about this, all right? Applejack's curiosity was eating at her now. She trusted her brother completely, and she knew he wouldn't ask her to make such a promise if it wasn't really important. I promise. She caught a look from Pinkie Pie and sighed. Cross my heart, hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye. She went through the appropriate hoof motions, and then went with the chant, and Pinkie gave a satisfied smile. Big Mac took a deep breath and nodded. All right, here goes. Try not to freak out. He rapped the stick against the floor. There was a bright light. Applejack's eyes nearly bulged from their sockets. Holy Celestia! Not quite, said Thor. So, all this time, Thor was just you in disguise? Applejack asked. Big Mac had changed back into his own body, Mjolnir laying carefully aside. All things considered, Applejack had taken the news pretty well, passing through the no bucking way and the I can't believe you lied to me phases rather quickly, and was now thoroughly enjoying the my brother's a superhero / god phase. Not exactly a disguise. I really am Thor when I transform, or near enough. But it's still me, mostly, Big Mac explained. Except sometimes I sorta lose it, and Thor takes over. It's scary, but it works well. Applejack nodded and turned to Pinkie. And you're, what, part goddess? Only a teeny tiny itty bitty bit. Pinkie assured her. That's why I'm an earth pony. I do have a bit more magic than everybody else, and it lets me do weird stuff sometimes, but that's it. I'm still my pink-delicious self. Applejack shook her head in disbelief. I'm having trouble taking this all in. And you want to leave, Mac? Applejack turned to her brother. What am I going to do without you? How'll I take care of the farm? What'll I tell Apple Bloom or Granny Smith? You can tell Bloom and Granny the truth, if they believe you, Big Mac said with a shrug. Family deserves to know. No more secrets. As for running the farm, y'all can hire more workers. We have the money, more or less, and Carrot Top will be happy to help out. He sighed. I don't want to leave, AJ, but I gotta. Ponies are counting on me. Applejack wiped her eyes with a hoof, trying to hide the tears that threatened to form. I know. Y'all never could stand to let a pony down. It's your best quality. She hugged her brother tight. You go and be a hero, Macintosh Apple, she said quietly. But you be careful. I want my brother back in one piece, you hear? Yup, Big Mac said, hugging her back. I hear you. Luna looked up from the mutation reports as some pony walked into her office, Celestia's office. She'd been spending the last few hours trying to pick potential members for the team. It was a long and grueling task, considering that many of the reports were incomplete. First observation glances, and the sheer number of them. She smiled when a large blue alicorn entered the office and strode up to the desk. I accept, said Thor Odinson. And that, my dear listeners, is chapter 6 of My Little Avengers, available on, Google Docs and in the chat right there. I haven't seen anyone actually enter the chat tonight, so I'm not sure if that means anything's wrong or, all of that good stuff. So, for the moment, I'm going to go right ahead and send us off to a song. Send us off to a song. Oh boy. Okay, fine. I won't send us off to a song. I'll send us off. I know where. Send us off to a little PMV, if we will. I'm not sure which one, but here we go. Ah, not letting go. Very nice. Oh, it's not. Okay, hang on. Okay, never mind that. The joys of live radio while you're sick. And your computer is sick too. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Oh, stars. Get back to here. Oh, boy. Oh, now it's working. Now it's working. Tonight we dedicate tribute to Korw, who was also a pony musician heading to PonyCon AU this year. Very recent musician, having come out with, at the moment, 2 pony-related pieces of music, but he's also a DJ, an actual DJ, who goes to Neko Nation to mix records for the dance parties that happen there. You can tell it's him from the giant antlers he wears. Meanwhile, I will leave you with his first entry into the pony fandom, Pinkie's Brew, the Electro Swing remix. Right here on Australia On Air Live, this is FanFiction Fridays. I'm Golden Microphone. I'm going to drink some tea. Oh, and I expect you all to be on Skype very soon. Add DJMAR3. No spaces, nothing like that. And be ready to contact me. Be ready for the competition.
accept it and move on.
We are back. Australia on Air Live. This is FanFiction Fridays. I'm Golden Microphone. That tea was fantastic, but, well, not going to lie, my voice is in fact dying. Which means, unfortunately, for the Bronies of New South Wales and or the Super Bronies, I won't be out this Sunday, which means I can't deliver on certain things. I am very sorry to all those who are listening right now. Okay. So, are we ready for a competition? I certainly hope so. Hop into your Skypes and give me a call, or at least send me a message so I can add you to a call, whilst I introduce my co-host for the evening. First things first, I'm going to call him up. Where is he?
Hello?
Hello there. Alright, give us just a second to try and get everything working here. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, test?
Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
Hello?
Are you there? Hello?
Chat, I've got really bad net at the moment. If you can, like,
Ah, of course. A little extra time, no problem. One moment. Well, it seems that my co-host, Koroshi-Ya, is in a little bit of a pickle. It's okay, Koroshi-Ya. I forgive you. Things are happening. There's a lot that he's working on right now. He is the musical director of PonyCon AU, by the way. Come on down, have a look. Musical director as well as one of the acts who will be in there. Funnily enough, speaking of PonyCon AU, I happen to have official news, which I posted up earlier in the week. I am an MC. You will all be seeing me at PonyCon AU on stage, making a fool of myself. I mean, making sure everything goes smoothly for all of you to see. I've been given a timetable, and I can tell you, you've got a lot of amazing stuff to look forward to. Oh, stars. I really shouldn't be doing this to my voice. Well, okay. Looks like I've got 2 people in the chat right at this moment in time. Rockingbird and Bloodlust himself. Welcome, boys. Good to see you here. Oh, again, I am sorry. You'll have to excuse me. I am rather, if not very, very sore in the throat. I'm repeating myself. Unfortunately, it seems that, oof. It seems that FanFiction is suffering from a bad gateway problem. 502. 502fiction.net rises up again to bite us all in the butt. So fan fictions from there are completely out. We've already read My Little Avengers. I don't think we'll be doing another chapter as of yet. Ah, well, in that case, perhaps we should talk about something. Not entirely sure. Oh, well, you all may have to excuse me. I think we're going to have to go to another break. I don't like doing this. I really don't, but I think we have to go to another break for the moment. Once again, we're listening to Korw, his latest track, Dragons Can't Dance, which is a fantastic complextro hybrid, Electro and complextro hybrid. Now, on EQD, this particular track didn't score very highly, nor was made, track of the week or even track of the day, because it wasn't, and I quote, pony enough. I can see where they're coming from. Don't you get me worried about that. I can see where they're coming from, and I'm getting music from here. Okay. Okay, we're not going to Dragons Can't Dance yet. We're going to bring Koroshi-Ya into this call. I am sorry for the volume. Hopefully this gets resolved very soon. Hello there, Koroshi-Ya. You are on FanFiction Fridays. How do you do?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me better than last time?
I can certainly hear you better than last time. It's good. It's good. You're not...
Bloody crest for that one.
You'll have to excuse me. I may cough all over my microphone. And damn it, there's... Koroshi-Ya, give me just a minute. I've got to go and settle this noise outside my window. Please enlighten the crowd as to what the competition tonight is.
Okay. Pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, what you need to do is basically leave your ABN details in the chat below. You need to wire me about $20, $30. Sign it down to Koroshi-Ya's fund to get to BronyCon. And the person who donates the most will win a picture of my man boobs.
I came into that at quite the inappropriate time. Your man boobs.
Oh, I meant you had to write a fanfic. I didn't say anything about ABNs. I mean, what?
I'm sure you didn't. I will listen to the playback later. For some reason, you seem to be quiet, according to my listeners. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think you may have to set it.
Crap. Okay.
You have to set it.
I think that's better. Try that.
Testing von buttfuck.
That's still very quiet. Oh, crap. How am I going to do this? Damn it. Yes.
Keep going up, man. Keep going up. We're doing this. We're doing it live, baby.
I know we're doing it live.
We're doing it live, motherfucker. We're doing it live.
My dear, I know that we're doing it live. We're doing it live. Come to PonyCon AU. This guy's organizing the concert.
Yes, come to PonyCon AU. You can see one of my concerts, and you can also buy one of my brand new shirts from redbubble.com/people/Koroshi-Ya music. You can get 10% off. How to get 10% off? You don't actually get 10% off. I was just lying to get you to buy one of my shirts. Buy one of my shirts right now. Back to you, Glitch.
You're going to have to transcribe that. You know that, right?
Shit.
Yep.
TLD, I'll buy my shit.
Good man. All right then. So.
Sums it up. Sums up perfectly.
So let's see. Who is in for tonight's little game? It appears.
Let's have a look who's in. We've got Bloodlust Tuesday. We've got some douchebag called Tequila Rockingbird, whoever that loser is.
And that seems to be about it.
There's 9 people viewing at the moment. People are just probably being very real. I'm sorry, Tequila Rockingbird. What's that? What's that? I can't hear you over your lack of audio.
Oh boy.
Bitch, please. Now, on tonight's episode of Luke Talks, Tequila Rockingbird does not talk. Come to PonyCon AU. Thank you very much. Good being on. Have a safe week.
This is really weird. Hold on, let me. I'm just gonna go right ahead and lower my volume.
You. Yeah, I think you may have to do that.
Okay, I've lowered my volume. This should work. How's that, people? Is that better? I hope it is.
Is that better? Is that better?
Is it in yet? What? No, no, I didn't say that. Come to PonyCon AU.
Come to PonyCon AU. Literally, come to PonyCon AU.
Bit of a shot, I know, but, you know, give it a shot. Do it. Do it, you filly.
Come take the shot. I'm just gonna not, no, I'm not gonna ever, no, just.
All right, then.
If you are viewing tonight's episode, please leave your comments in the section next to the screen, which is to the right. Leave your names and comments in the section of the comments, and we will know who is watching and who is not watching. So we can start yelling at people.
Of course, those of you who are listening on YouTube later on, leave your comments in the description. Leave your comments below the description, because we can't hear you at all. Sorry. We can't read your comments.
You won't win anything, but you're still there. We still acknowledge your existence, but you will not win anything.
We love you.
That's what you get for not tuning in now.
That's right. We still love you.
Steffi's what? I'm done. Good night. I'm done.
No. My voice.
I'm kidding. It's all good.
Don't
it's all good.
Don't let my voice run away, please.
It's all good. It's okay. I'm still here. No, we're not doing that.
Will you always be my best friend? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll be here all night and at PonyCon AU. Buy some of his shirts only on redbubble.com.
How do you buy shirts at redbubble.com? It's 10% off. How do you get 10% off? You get one of the coupons at 10% off. How do you get 10% off? There is no coupon for 10% off. You got a bubble game.
No.
No, we just got to have a show. I shit you not. You just get a show with a webcam, and you just get Matt sitting on like a computer table, just looking at the screen. Oh. Instantly highest rated show. But the thing is, the show will be called Bubble Game.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
For people who don't get that joke, my son, who is 2 years, 4 months old at the moment, his favorite word at the moment is bubble game. This is referring to games such as Bubble Safari, whatever the hell you play on Facebook. His favorite word is essentially bubble game. He will just yell out bubble game at the most inappropriate times. Like, I'll be in the bathroom and he'll just knock on the toilet door. And it was, I'll be like, Dad. And I'll be like, what, mate? He's like, Dad, you bubble game. Son, I'm taking a shit, not playing bubble game. I can't see how the two would be mixed up, but I can assure you we're not doing the same thing.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you are watching, leave your comments in the sidebar. If you are listening on YouTube, you are a lame wad. You should have been listening when this was on air.
Sorry, Sonic. That's all there is. Prime.
Sorry, Sonic. Prime Sonic, if you are not a PonyCon AU, I will not give you a 10% discount on one of my brand new shirts at Koroshi-Ya.com.
Oh, which reminds me, I still need to write that letter. Apparently his government needs a letter from me to show that he's staying at someone's house whilst he's over here.
Wait, so he's actually coming?
Well, last time I talked to him, yeah.
Woo!
Of course, last time I talked to him was a couple months ago, so...
No, it's okay. I'm still going to believe he's attending, because he said I'm a nice person, and I like to be surrounded by people who boost my ego.
He's a genuinely nice guy. I like him. He's cool.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
So yeah, I'll be hosting Prime Sonic at my place. It'd be cool. At any rate, shall we start adding contestants into the Skype chat?
I do believe we should. You can do that. I'm just going to stand here and look good, even though you cannot see me, because my time is now.
Oh, good Lord. All right, let's see here. Our contestants tonight, the first one is Nicholus Herrera.
Nicholus Herrera. He is a young man from Sydney, New South Wales. He is a douchebag who likes to play Left 4 Dead 2 and eat bagels.
Hopefully we'll be able to get him in. The next contestant, let's see. Oh, by the way, everyone who's on this here list, well, actually everyone here who's listening right here, did you add me to Skype? If you haven't yet, do so now. DJ MAR3. Do it now. Send me a message. I'll add you to the Skype chat. Nicholas Herrera, please pick up your Skype.
Nicholas Herrera, if you are... Please stop being a tool and pick up your Skype.
Pick up. Pick up, pick up, pick up.
We are literally... I have literally left you a comment in the chat calling you a fuck nugget.
He actually did.
I've literally said that. Heaven help the day we actually go onto audio radio and we have to start censoring ourselves.
Picking up a Skype call.
That would be
Hello, welcome
interesting.
Nicholas Herrera to Fanfic Fridays on Australia on Air. How are you doing? No one cares. Let's get the next person in.
Woo!
Trying to find the next person. Where?
I didn't say you could woo.
Ah.
I didn't say you could woo, you minority.
And the next...
I'm kidding.
And the next contestant coming in is, well, gave himself a new OC just recently, Disc Platter, aka Steffi. Steffi is now in. You will not be banned in here unless you start writing horrible, horrible clop.
Name is Steffi. Lives in Sydney, New South Wales. He likes to get banned and slaughter innocent animals on the sidewalk.
You mean curb
Fun
stop?
fact, did you know?
So Koroshi-Ya says.
Mate, there's a difference between me saying and me seeing you doing it. I saw what you did, you disgusting human being. Next person. Let's get the next person here. I'm disgusted. Just no. Just no. No. Just no. Just no.
Okie dokie, let's see
Next
here.
person.
Next person, next person, next person. Where is the next person? People, why have you not... Oh, here we go. Right. The next person is... Oh, for God's sake, where are you? There you are. Jackson Nichols will be coming into this call.
Shit.
Yep, this guy. Jackson Nichols will be popping in. He happens to be the Flash artist who is working very hard to bring PonyCon AU's mascots to life through Flash animations. He's very good at what he does, and here he is now. Jackson, welcome to the show.
Jackson lives in Sydney, New South Wales, and likes it when Steffi gets banned.
Everyone likes it when they get banned.
Mate, I don't know. I don't want to like it. I don't want to like it when you get banned. That's a disgusting portrayal of ignorance and sandwich.
Oh dear.
You sicken me with your sandwich. It sounds like a really awkward pickup line. Hey, babe. Nice sandwich you got there.
Oh Lord.
Fancy delving in the buns, sweetheart.
Please no.
Oh God, I am so gonna say that on Valentine's Day to someone. I'm gonna spend that night alone.
Oh, stars. I don't think we have any more contestants. I mean, I could force some people in, but we don't have any other contestants here. Huh. I mean, even Bloodlust isn't joining us for some reason.
Bloodlust likes to sit on Willie.
Yep.
He's a good man. I respect him for his life choices. I respect him as a lover and a woman.
Hmm.
He's a good man. Let's get this underway. Let's do this.
Very well then. Tonight we have 3 contestants all vying for the prize, a collector's My Little Pony collector's tin. It's beautiful, it's pink, and it's filled with delicious treats. Jackson, why can't we hear you?
I don't know, why can't you hear me?
Nick.
I think Jackson may be dead.
So despite being dead, just to spite us, he's answered the Skype call and then went back to being dead.
His ghost answered the Skype.
Ah, that would explain why we can't hear him. No air out of ghostly lips.
Microphone settings.
Aha, there he is.
He's not dead anymore.
Excellent. No death. I like this. All right then. Now, here's what's going on. There is a fantastic prize of a My Little Pony tin filled with delicious biscuits. It's fantastic. It's very nice. It's actually rather large, given, well, I'm sure some of you have seen it. Jackson, I know you have. Let's see. Tonight's contest is fan-written fan fiction. That is, you guys are going to be given a pony, a subject, and 5 minutes to write a fan fiction about said pony and subject. The thing about this particular little challenge is that you are not allowed to use the backspace button at all.
Crap.
So, if there is a typo or anything wrong with your story, it's going to get read out by Koroshi-Ya here for all
It's
to
gonna
hear.
It's just going to add to the intensity of this.
Ah,
Steffi, if I catch you writing about your sick animal killing fetishes, I'm going to have a serious
I
problem
don't
with me.
kill animals.
Mate, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know what you do. I saw what you did last week. I saw it with my own 3 eyes.
What did you see?
I'm not going to say that on public radio. That is dangerous to my image.
Oh boy.
I have a reputation to uphold, you know? May not be
I
a very
didn't do
good one.
anything. I didn't do anything.
You lie! You're so full of lies!
Okay, let's see here. I'm just going to add a screen region here. Going to try and... There we go. Going to try and get the Skype call. There we go.
Now everyone can see my Skype picture.
Hey, look. It's an ogre.
Check yourself before you Shrek yourself.
Okie
Ah,
dokie.
what am I doing with my life?
Okie dokie. Now, here we go. We're going to go with this this little competition. We're going to get started. Start with Nicholus, who will be given Carrot Top, and the situation: the aliens have invaded. Yeah, try that. Disc Platter, you will be given Lyra. The situation is a volcano has just erupted in the middle of Ponyville. What do you do? Yep. Go ahead and try that one.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
Jackson, I've saved the best for last. Your pony is derpy, just like your little DP right there. No. And the situation is a driver's test. You need to pass your P's in order to get your full license. Good luck.
Wait, so Carrot Top was aliens invaded?
Correct.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. You win no points for that because that was common knowledge.
I'm smart. No, I'm kidding.
Now, there is a 5-minute timer that will be running on my PC, so I'll tell you when to start and when to stop. As for the listeners, this is probably going to be a very boring 5 minutes unless I put something on for them, which I will. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's not even here. Gosh. Come to PonyCon AU. Everything is completely sorted. No, I'm just shitting you. No, I'm just shitting you all. Now, oh God. I'm going to put on a PMV. So, gentlemen, get your notepads ready.
Notepads. Whoa.
You all got them ready?
Hold on.
Notepad,
Notepad.
Word. Notepad, Word, whatever it is you use. Jackson, that's very naughty. Okay, so Jackson, you ready? Are your microphone settings okay?
I just love it how my display picture's looking at everyone. This is so great.
Steffi, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Nicholus, are you ready?
Ah,
How
yeah,
long does it
whatever.
take to open a notepad? Are you drunk?
Yep.
Stop being drunk or I'm going to have to ban Steffi.
For the 30,000th time.
30,000! You really are drunk, aren't you?
Jackson
You really
Pollock.
are blind drunk.
Jackson Pollock, are you ready? He's just trolling us, isn't he?
I'm thinking he's thinking of a story.
You're not supposed to think, you're supposed to just write.
That's what I mean. He's not responding.
That's what I mean. You're not supposed to do that. Yeah, what? What do you want?
Are you ready?
Apparently, he's already started writing his will because he's going to kill himself. Okay, that's great to hear. Fillies and gentle colts, on your marks, get set, go. And with that, they're off. And again with that, we will be right back after this break. Don't go away. We're going to be reading these.
Human beings fascinate me, being just the way they are. Tell me, little pony, can you push a cart or drive a car? Lyre is my instrument, but humans strum their sweet guitar. It's a mystery. Anthropology, fingers, toes, and tiny noses, brownish hair and tannish skin. Would it be too much to ask to see the world they're living in? Everybody tells me that it's old and fake mythology. It's a mystery. Anthropology, aren't you bored of brushing your coat? Styling your mane with your hooves? I don't mean to butt in or gloat, but ancient history proves humans don't have wings or magic. They don't need it, they don't care. All they've got's imagination. New inventions everywhere. Babies, children, teens, and elders all alike have clothes to wear. It's so real to me. Anthropology, Albert Einstein, Cleopatra, William Shakespeare, Elton John, Michael Phelps, Barack Obama. Who's to say that they're all gone? Maybe humans like us too and dress like us at Comic-Con. It's so real to me. Anthropology, yeah, they've had a couple of fights. Nobody's perfect, you see. Still I say I'm born with the rights to study whatever I please. I don't
Just a few seconds left.
horses around now. I can stand on two legs. I would trade my magic powers for a pair of new legs. Grab your camera, come on, zoom in, 'cause your favorite mare's a human, me! That is who I'll be. Anthropology.
And with that, it's time up. Okay, everyone, stop your wonderful, wonderful typings. And okay, let's see. Who shall we read first? Koroshi-Ya, do you have a particular uh, selection first? Do you want to read Nick's? Do you want to read Steffi's? Or do you want to read Jackson's first?
I'm gonna have to read Jackson's first.
Very well then. Jackson, please post your story into the chat, into the Skype chat. And as soon as it's up, Koroshi-Ya, you're on.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy, here it comes. Here it comes. There it is.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm actually gonna pull a Survivor series for this.
Okay.
This fanfic is entitled Derpy Hooves and the Test of the Drive. Derpy stood in horror. What even is this thing? She thought to herself. Derpy had never seen a car before because they don't exist in the My Little Pony universe. They have carriages and shit. But this is a fanfiction, so shut up. I have never seen one of those strange new automobile contraptions from Human World, said Derpy to the driving instructor. The driving instructor was the car. Get inside of me. The car pony freak of nature yelled. Derpy got in car pony and began to drive around the road that had been made just for car pony to drive on. This was the first time she had drove a car and she wasn't good at it. How do I drive you? Derpy yelled. You must believe, Derpy. She did not. The end.
Well done, Jackson. Well done.
I do good.
You do
You've
good.
done very well.
I
Very
did-
well indeed.
I did not
Yeah,
expect
very
a car.
well.
Did not expect a
Keep
car
up that
pony.
shit, Lord.
All right then. Who's next? Who would
I
like?
believe next I'm gonna have to read Steffi's because we're going backwards in line here.
Very well then. Steffi, you're up.
This
Yeah.
fanfic is entitled
Doesn't-
My Sick Infatuation with
Yeah.
Killing Small Animals. No, I'm kidding.
There's nothing to do with small animals, but
Oh, fuck 'em.
it is unprofessional. But yep, you may read it.
Remember that these are going to the vote of the listeners as well, so you guys can vote for your own fan fictions. All those of you listening in, once all the fan fictions are read out, put your vote into the chat. Okay, that's the bar on the right-hand side if you haven't figured that one out yet. For those of you listening on YouTube later on, well, you can go right ahead and vote anyway. We don't care, but it'd be nice to hear. Correct.
Okay.
Koroshi-Ya, take it away.
This next fanfic is entitled Lyra and the Volcano. So there was a pony named Lyra Heartstrings, and she was out with her friend Bonbon in Ponneville on a New Year's Day, sunny day. Leia was talking to Bonbon about how amazing it wowed be tro have hands, and ho w she was unsure how to get them. Suddenly, wild Pinkie Pie appears and shows off what she can subdue with her hooves. Neck me nuts. A volcano erupts. Lyrie is at the base of it. She tried to piocket it up with her hooves, but couldn't. Then she was all like, "It doesn't matter, we at you, volcano." So as she lifted the volcano and threw it over the mountains, she got hands and was very happy. The end. Yes, I kill small animals.
Well done, Steffi. Well done.
Oh, great.
Very well indeed. I was
crap.
very gripped to the story. Mate,
It's
mate. The only way it could be crap is if you actually put effort into it.
Yep.
Mm.
Which brings us to Nick. Please put
professional.
please
Nick,
put your story
please.
in.
Please put your story in, mate.
There it is. Oh, it's
Okay.
big. It's big.
It's big. That's
Damn.
what Neil said last night.
Nick's is big. Anyway.
Quite fast, but I don't think.
Come to
Okay.
BodyCon AU. No, literally, do it.
Literally. Okay, the last fanfic of the night is written by Nicholas Herrera, aka the guy who had his pets killed by Steffi. This fanfic is entitled Carrot Top and the Alien Invasion. It was another day in Ponyville, and they saw a bunch of retarded-looking idiots called aliens that invaded Ponyville, and shit hit the fan where Koroshi jumped and said, "Come to PonyCon AU." And so they did and played a lot of pony-related things that the Alfsdian could neither comprehend, and just like that, aliens acting confusion to a point where my writing fanfic is like I'm being drunk at Steffi's band place. Carrot Top joined the so-called party and said, "Steffi, you are banned. Right now, you must take off the wick of slame." And then Steffi walked and Koroshi met CM Punk, where Carrot Top said, "Hey, I'm Carrot Top and Koroshi is Koroshi, and I'm just saying that to piss you off," and lol 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 lol. And I don't even know what to reply because aliens invaded and I'm having a party while they are invading and such. This story began with a contest for a tin and could not be produced properly. And wow, my typing just got really bad. Welcome to FanFiction Fridays, and come to PonyCon AU. Doodah, cha, choo, moo moo, cow levels, and rainbows are great fun. And after rainbows are great fun, aliens started walking, having cookies, and watched a WWE Wrestling show where CMP Unk said, "Well shit, invading aliens. Better get my strut on." The show ended, and my writing sucked. Carrot Top loved every bit of it.
What did we just read?
I told you.
And I was actually quite captivated at the part where there's a part I was nearly in tears reading that the part where Steffi got banned, because I can relate to such incidents in life. It's a very touchy subject for me, but I do believe you've done it justice with that beautiful piece of literature. I will nominate it for a Golden Globe.
Oh boy.
Steffi Crumps, stop killing small animals.
I
Oh,
don't kill small animals.
I think he's trying to force a meme on you,
You
boy.
claim that I do, but I don't. How do you prove that?
do. Those are the words of a liar.
Objection.
No. You're a liar.
Oh, God damn it, I gotta quit smoking.
You sound an awful lot like me right at this moment.
Yeah, be lucky you don't smoke fucking cigarettes.
Okay, so
I've
Let-
told you my idol's straight edge.
I'm sure he is. After that hit from Jericho. Anyway, this is not a WWE program. This is FanFiction Fridays on Australia on air, bitches. And we will go to a musical break after that fantastic round of fanfiction writing. All of you who are listening, please vote in the chat right now. We've already got one vote. Gee, I wonder who that is. One vote for Jackson's. Gee, okay. Everyone, vote for your favorite. It would be Nick's, which is Carrot Top and the Alien Invasion. Steffi's Lyra and the Volcano, or Jackson, Derpy Hooves and the Driving Test. Okie dokie. Vote now, and we will go to a break. Your neck? What? No. We won't do that.
Oh, hi.
Neck minute? Neck broken. What?
Next minute.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So we'll go to Core W's latest pony track, which is apparently not pony enough for EQD, Dragons Can't Dance, right here on FanFiction Fridays. I'm losing my voice.
Whoa! Dude, that's creepy.
And we're back. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Sorry about that. Just recovered from a coughing fit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we just about have ourselves a winner. Let's just tally this up here. Let's see. We've got one for Jackson,
Yeah.
one for Lyra, One for Carrot Top, that's one each. Let's see. Another for Jackson. Another for Jackson. So that's 3-1-1 at the moment. And it looks like we're not getting any more votes in. So, the winner...
Wait. I just want to tell you my life story.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I can't hear you. Neither can the audience.
I just want to tell you my life story.
Oh,
It's just
no.
because ever since I was a young boy, I always wanted to win competitions. And because Steffi is banned, my fanfic was all over.
See what you've done, Steph? Do you see the selfishness of your actions? You see what you've done? Do you see what you have done?
Oh,
Now
boy.
Nick is going to go to sleep hungry tonight because of your selfishness. I hope you're happy.
So I did the thing at the time at the place then.
You sicken me.
I'm sorry, Nick.
You should be sorry.
It's okay, Steffi. I would have dinner for a week.
Jackson wins.
Jackson wins! What do you win? You win nothing. I actually win the prize.
What?
No, I win.
No.
I win for having to be affiliated with you people.
No.
No.
That's not how we do things here. No.
You're not win. No.
No.
No, I win. No.
Why you have to be mad?
It's only competition. Why you have to be made? No, but congratulations. What do you win? What does he win? He wins a tin. A tin he wins. What
I've
is he
always
win?
wanted a
Wins
tin.
a tin.
That's
You
right.
don't actually get anything in the tin. You just get the tin. I steal the food prior.
Oh, God.
I just want
And
the
Luke
tin. I
wins
just want
tickets to the
tin
big
so I can
game.
Put things in the tin.
No, you don't even get to put things in the tin. I'm gonna super glue it shut.
Well, then I'm going to put things in you.
Oh.
Oh.
That sounds like a promise.
Very well.
Yay.
I'll
Jackson.
put you on my I'll put you on my schedule behind the people I'm sharing a hotel room at. I mean, what?
Oh, boy.
Meals, I'm coming for you, brother. Literally.
Oh, God. With that, Jackson wins. And because, well, my throat is dying, it's actually rather difficult for me to keep this particular voice going. I'm going to end it here, unless Luke would like to continue on for the next half hour just ranting.
If there's anything you want me to read, find it and I'll start reading.
Not really, actually. Nothing that comes to mind.
Tell you
Read
what.
the video description for my last video.
Okay, there's something we can read.
All right, then. I'll
It's
post
something we can.
it in the chat.
It's something we can read. We're gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo. What?
Okay.
It's the ogre. Being ogre zealous,
I've
that's
got an attraction.
really...
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Looks like we've got a question or two in the stream, and a lot of people who've just hopped on. Sass Falcon, Thunderflare, and Robert Dash having just hopped on. Dear me. Just so that you guys know, we just had the fanfiction competition.
This is why I told you all to get in.
You
Yeah.
missed my victory.
Jackson won. Jackson
I
won.
did a dance and everything. You didn't see because
Jackson,
it's audio.
Jackson wins, lol.
Mhm.
He goes
Jackson
for the 5
wins.
knuckle shuffle, and then
Wait,
he
it's
goes for the
Howard.
attitude adjustment. Jackson wins, lol.
Jackson wins, lol. Ew, that game is ew. Ew.
Oh,
Okay,
here we go.
let's read this video description.
All right.
It was a calm summer night. Suddenly I was awoken by a deafening bang. I went out to investigate only to find that there was no outside. Beyond my door was only the void. Dark and endlessly dark. Staring into the void, I can see everything and I can see nothing. I can see forever and I can see you. I've prepared my whole life for this moment. I'm going to do this. Enter the void. The darkness. I am going to see everything and nothing and forever. And I am going to see you again.
I am so stoned right now.
Fact? Fact. Yep. Coming to PonyCon AU. Koroshi is stoned.
Mate, I'm finding this a fan fiction. This ain't over until I say it's over.
Very well. Just so you know, I'll pretty much just be quiet.
Okay.
It also looks
So
like...
that means you can throw these kids out of the chat. I'll take it from here.
Very well then. Nick, Steffi, Jackson, thank you very much for participating. Jackson, I will get
welcome.
your
Thanks for having
address.
us.
I will get your address off you
Yep.
so that I can send that tin to you in the mail. Okie dokie?
Mhm.
Excellent. Right, in that case, get out. Get out and get out.
Ah, yeah. We are golden.
And
Okay.
come on, pop. There we go. Why is half
I
of...
did it.
Why is that... Oh, Koroshi, look at this.
What you got?
Look at the screen.
Hang on.
Why? Why?
What happened?
Look
Why
it.
did that
Look.
go?
Do you not see this? Do you see your... Do you see... Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, you see... It's gone now. It'll be on YouTube now. Pick your nose there. Anyway. Yeah, that wasn't exactly kosher.
Jesus Christ. Jesus bloody Christ. Okay. What fanfics would you like me to read? Send me a fanfic, and I will read it.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go. No, actually, we're gonna read something.
I'll put you over to the guest speaker. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
You now have your own screen thingy. It's nice.
Yay! I got my own screen.
We are
Alright.
trying to locate the sequel to a fanfic that Kieran GM, whatever the fuck you want to call him, started reading last time. Let's have a look at this fanfic, shall we? Let's have a look for it, kids.
A sequel?
Yes. Yes, my friend.
I think I'm terrified. What sequel is this?
And I found it.
Uh-oh.
This fanfic is entitled Half-Life Full Life Consequences 2.
Oh,
what
Jesus.
has Toby done?
Oh no.
Okay. John Freeman walked at the speed of light back to his motorcycle and left behind the bad place behind him. John Freeman had to ride his motorcycle really fast back to the office, but John Freeman's gas ran out. John Freeman fast off the motorcycle and landed on dead people's hands. Gordon Freeman is now these hands. I must kill the next boss and live up to full life consequences, John Freeman said out loud. John Freeman picked up a laser gun and aimed it at trees to see if he could. John Freeman shot and tree fell down in front of him. John Freeman seen eggs fall out of the tree and he put them back home safe. These birds don't have to see Gordon Freeman yet. It's not time, John Freeman said to him. John Freeman had walked faster and was back at the office work and on a computer. He looked on the internet and found the next boss. I know his weakness now, John Freeman said, and after that he got emails from someone. John Freeman opened up the emails and read them. Dear John Freeman, how are you? I miss you at home. Come home safe and soon with Gordon Freeman for Thanksgiving dinner. Love, Mom. John Freeman looked at it and got sad and yelled, I will kill the final boss and Gordon Freeman's will be a happy soul. Then he turned on off the computer and went to the platform again down to the other more faster motorcycle that had gas in it this time. John Freeman put the laser gun on his motorcycle and his machine gun and his rocket gun that he found on the side of the motorcycle. He went through traffic and went fast, like lifting to back to Ravenholm and back to the bad place where Gordon Freeman was. John Freeman went off-road and did backflips and landed on back wheels, but kept going too.
John Freeman went really fast again like before and was soon back at Ravenholm but saw more zombie ghosts. John Freeman said to the zombie ghosts, I have killed your friends at the old house and I don't want to shoot your heads. Move near the countrysides and you will be friends of John Freeman. The zombie ghosts said, no, we will kill you, and walked fast to John Freeman's motorcycle. John Freeman waited until they were in front of his motorcycle and backflipped off his bars and shot heads below and landed, walked fast to where the next boss was. You will be one of us, yelled the dead zombie ghosts. John Freeman laughed and shot a rocket at them. John Freeman saw the next boss far down the road and walked slow this time. He walked really slow like a turtle and sat down on a rock and watched the next boss near the dead last boss and where the place Gordon Freeman was. The next boss was laughing at John Freeman, so John Freeman said, you will not laugh at me, and shot a rocket at him since that was his weakness. The next boss died, and John Freeman was happy. He walked over to the dead bosses and put them under the ground and planted plants on them. So instead of messy dirt and dark thing, there was pretty things. And they're now to be happy. John Freeman walked to where Gordon Freeman was lying dead, crushed from the next boss's feet, and looked down. A tear dropped from John Freeman's eye and landed on Gordon Freeman. You are dead, bro, and I killed the evil boss. John Freeman told Gordon Freeman. Then John Freeman saw something bad. A head crab was on Gordon Freeman. Gordon Freeman standed up and saw John Freeman. You got here slow and now I am a zombie ghost. You will pay. To be continued?
Really now? Oh dear. This is what gets through?
Mate, full life consequences, mate.
Full life consequences.
You're gonna hate me for this one.
Why?
We're gonna go till 11. Because I've just found this one more fanfic.
Oh, you are...
This is Half-Life Full Life Consequences, Free Man, the final in the saga.
Crap.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Go for it.
Okay. John Freeman backflipped out of the sky and landed beside Henry Freeman. Henry Freeman looked up at John Freeman in the eyes and cry falled out and said, Dad, Mom has dead. John Freeman went sad at the ground, then moved head real fast up. Combines, you killed wife? John Freeman said with growls. Yes, John Freeman, the dark man said. After Henry Freeman's mom is shot in head, the dark man said again, I loved wife like sun rays. Dark man, you will suffer. John Freeman pointed and yelled. John Freeman jumped into the sky with kicks and hit Dark Man, and Dark Man's mask ripped off and John Freeman seed ugly Combine face, but it looked like human too. The Dark Man scrambled back to Combines and Combine went to shoot John Freeman, but Henry Freeman threw a grenade for John Freeman to shot them in faces. Son, take people and leave city. It's time I have to kill the enemies and make evil go away from here, forest of time. John Freeman said to Henry Freeman and people. John Freeman, we fight, the people said, and didn't go nowhere. Dad, humans have to fight for freedom, Henry Freeman said, and didn't go nowhere neither. John Freeman was afraid for first time. He didn't want nothing to happen to Henry Freeman because Henry Freeman was John Freeman, saw Combine start to run like monsters to humans and Henry Freeman, and saw Henry Freeman and humans run like brave to Combines. John Freeman got quiet and then dropped weapon and said, I have to kill fast and bullets too slow, and started killing Combines with bare hands. John Freeman was killing Combines and barking necks and humans, and Henry Freeman was shooting behind at Combines at front. Now Combines got scarred and ran back to the Dark Man, who was at the door to the big tower. That was big onto the sun and went around the Dark Man and got ready to fight again. The Dark Man pressed the button that made the big tower glow and smoke. John Freeman, you let boss step on me and make me head crab zombie. Combines came and put science in me and made me live and strong and big now. I make you and Henry Freeman head crab zombie. Prepare to die, Gordon Freeman said. Gordon Freeman, you're my bro and I killed next boss.
Combine science is bad and made you tricked, bro. Stop the button and glowing. Henry Freeman said. No! Gordon Freeman angered back. Gordon Freeman teleported to John Freeman and hit with crowbar, and John Freeman tried to grab it but couldn't, so he punched Gordon Freeman instead. John Freeman and Gordon Freeman was fighting for life and death when the Combines and humans started shooting each other again. Henry Freeman got in front of humans and saw the tower smoke and glow more and more like lightning clouds. Henry Freeman shout, "It will explode!" So Henry Freeman and the people shot bullets and bombs at Combine so humankind could press the button and make it stop. Then Henry Freeman went to a Combine's car and shoot all the Combines in it and went to top and used the turret gun. Henry Freeman made the turret gun shoot Combines and bullets cut them in two and half. Henry Freeman kept shooting Combines and the rest of the humans got closer and closer to button to stop it. The Combine shot the humans and made some die, but no one cared because they had to do it. Then Combine started coming out of the hug tower to stop humans. There was too many Combines and humans couldn't go to the button no more, and the tower was all smoke and glow now except for a little bit. John Freeman knew it was all too late and humans couldn't stop button. John Freeman had barely time but was still fighting Gordon Freeman. "Bro, it is time, I'm sorry," John Freeman said to Gordon Freeman. "Time for you to die, John Freeman," Gordon Freeman said back. "No, bro," John Freeman said, then kicked Gordon Freeman in part of to face that was like the Combines. The science flew off Gordon Freeman's face and landed and blowed up in a boom, and Gordon Freeman stood and fall. "Bro," Gordon Freeman said to John Freeman, got closer to the ground like Gordon Freeman. "Combines made me tricked, bro, I'm sorry." Gordon Freeman said. "I know, bro, but you are hero," John Freeman said back to comfort Gordon. "Save humans and Henry Freeman," Gordon Freeman said, quiet like pain, and breathed slower and slower. John Freeman had Gordon Freeman and sawed eyes shut and the breath stooped, but Gordon Freeman had smiles on face. John Freeman let go Gord Freeman and went up back to his feet and locked his head and round and saw the trees and animals and humans, then looked at Glowy Tower and knew what has to be done. "Son and people, get back," John Freeman said out real loud, so Henry Freeman front flipped off turret and went back to with people to John Freeman and ducked bullets and brackets. "Son, take people on motorcycle and leave city. Make people safe, son, and nothing happened to them," John Freeman said to Henry Freeman. "But Dad, I fight," Henry Freeman said. "No, son, go with people," John Freeman said, so Henry Freeman and humans went on motorcycle. Henry Freeman started on motorcycle and started to go, but slow because he didn't want to. The Combine saw and said, "Stop the humans," and went charge at motorcycle. John Freeman went to walk towards Combines and made fists with hands. John Freeman punched and hit Combines in front, but all Combines in back shot rockets and machine guns. A rocket hit John Freeman, but he got up and killed more Combines. Then a Combine went at John Freeman's back and stabbed him, but John Freeman got knife out and stabbed Combine in brain. Combines got close and hit John Freeman's body with bullets, but John Freeman kicked Combine's back. John Freeman kept fighting Combines and put head up to tower and saw it go bright and break and then turned around and in last second and saw motorcycle in off safe place and was happy. Henry Freeman and the people in the motorcycle saw the tower go like million stars and fire and loud noises. Then the people went down, but Henry Freeman kept going and didn't say nothing. After the world was nice and humans had new city and happy because the Combines were gone and nobody was slave or sad. President Henry Freeman and people and animals and earth had peace. And in the middle of new city was a statue that said, "John Freeman, saver of humans." The end.
Oh, good lord. I feel as if oh boy. I feel like I've lost a few IQ points just listening to that.
I'm going to be honest with you, I legitimately have a headache.
That
I
was
like legitimately have a headache reading that. You have no idea.
there was a comment actually just in the chat about 5 minutes ago by Keenan Smith. This actually sounds harder to write than a legitimate fic.
Oh, dude, a good troll fic is actually a lot harder to write than an actual fic.
You should know. You're the one who wrote The Quest for Celestia's Crown.
To be fair, I was one half of that creation.
Ah, yes, that's right. You and Meals.
Meals is the man. Meals is the man behind the fics, man. If you want to learn how to write a good fanfic, you ask him. He knows his shit.
Good point.
He's the man.
He's the man.
He's a man. A real man's man.
Oh, dear. Good Lord. With that,
Fun fact.
Yeah?
Fun fact, that's actually a wrestling theme.
Oh, boy.
He's a man. He's a real man's man. He wasn't gay either.
It's not Dusty's, is it?
No,
Because Dusty
no,
would totally have that as his entrance.
no, that's Steve Regal.
I don't know.
William Regal.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I know who it is.
William Regals. That's what Steve Regal used to be. He used to be the real man's man. Fucking what was Dusty Rhodes?
No, I was
American Dream.
talking Dusty Cat.
Oh, I think about Dusty Rhodes.
No, man, I don't know Dusty Rhodes. Who the fuck's Dusty Rhodes? Pardon me.
There's more I still need to teach you more about wrestling soon.
I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
It will. It will.
I'm just absorbing.
News just in. I converted GM into a wrestling fan. You will never openly admit it, but I did. Take that with a grain of salt, kids. Take that with a grain of salt.
Well, with that, I think we can safely end the show. And because I actually don't have any more Core W songs, I've got one from you, Koroshi.
Oh,
I believe you know exactly which one this is.
Shit.
Yeah. Your latest recording.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, that's actually good.
Because now...
we've read Taco Bell Presents on this station like twice.
We have, actually. Sorry, Bloodlust, but we have. I suppose we could do an encore, like at PonyCon AU, maybe. Or I could do it between acts. That'd be fun.
Just get, like, dramatically acted out and shit.
Oh, yes. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Anyway, we're ending this at the moment. Sorry. All that terrible sore throat. This has been FanFiction Fridays on Australia On Air Live. I've been Gold Microphone. That guy's Koroshi-Ya. And we are going to end this on one of Koroshi's latest editions. Take It Off, the Kesha cover. Thank you for listening.
Have a good evening. Lovely to be on. Have a good evening. Oh yeah, before I go though, quickly, just before you start playing it.
Yeah?
One important announcement.
What's that?
It's regarding my appearance at PonyCon. What I'm...
Good night, every pony.
When the dark of the night comes around, that's the time that the animal comes alive, looking for something wild. And then we looking like pimps in my gold Trans Am. Got a water bottle full of whiskey in my handbag. I got drunk text on, I'll regret it in the morning. But tonight, I don't give a. There's a place downtown where the freaks will come around. There's a hole in the wall, it's a dirty free-for-all. And turn me on, what's that? Take it off, what's that? Take it off, everybody take it off. There's a place I know if you're looking for a show where they go hardcore and there's glitter on the floor. And turn me on, what's that? Take it off, what's that? Take it off, everybody take it off. Lose your mind, lose it now. Lose your clothes in the crowd. We're delirious, Derek sun comes back around. And now we getting so smashed, knocking over trash cans. Everybody's breaking bottles, it's a filthy hot mess. I'm gonna get paid, I'm not the destiny, so I'm the boss. I don't give a. There's a place downtown where the freaks will come around. There's a hole in the wall, it's a dirty free-for-all. And I turn me on, what's that? Take it off, what's that? Take it off, everybody take it off. There's a place I know if you're looking for a show where they go hardcore and there's glitter on the floor. And I turn me on, what's that? Take it off, what's that? Take it off, everybody take it off. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody take it off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody take it off. Right now. Take it off. Right now. Take it off. Right now. Take it off. Take it off. Right now. Take it off. Right now. Take it off. Right now. Take it off. Everybody take it off. There's a place downtown where the freaks will come around. There's a hole in the wall, it's a dirty free-for-all. And I turn me on, what's that? Take it off, what's that? Take it off, everybody take it off. There's a place I know if you're looking for a show where they go hardcore and there's glitter on the floor. And I turn me on, what's that? Take it off, what's that? Take it off, everybody take it off.